Well, an ass-wagon cuts me off, no surprise. Big crash on the express lanes in Denver on my way to my delivery this morning. I got some load updates, Rusty, and more. This episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, it's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, today is Wednesday, the 13th. I'm parked up here at the Broken Wheel truck stop in Douglas, Wyoming. When last we spoke, I got those new trailer tires put on my way to Rothschild. And of course, that was for a Monday morning delivery. Then I went up to Rhinelander, Wisconsin, picked up a load of giant rolls of this, basically industrial saran wrap, going to this place in Denver. Yeah, load was only supposed to weigh 42,758. Ever since the remodel, I've always said I can take 42.5 with full tanks. I can take up to 43.5 with about a half a tank. I had a little over a half a tank when I got there. And then I get the paperwork, 44,500 pounds. Really? Really? So I had to call the broker and say, all right, you guys lied to me. And they said, oh, well, we didn't lie to you. I guess the shipper lied. Blah, blah, blah. We'll work it out. Did get a call back within about 10 minutes. And they said, all right, go back inside, talk to Wendy. She knows about everything. So they backed me back into the door. They pulled one of the giant rolls off. So at least I was legal to make it to Denver. Yeah, rolled on across there. Pretty tight run for this one. On my way into Denver this morning, you know, they have the new express lanes there, and so many people take that as I can drive 150 miles an hour. No, you can't. Well, here's proof. All right, see over that wall there's the express lanes, and you can see all the emergency vehicles. And then right past that cop car right there, that's where the smashed car is. And of course, it's a separate walled-off section away from the rest of the lanes, but all the lanes I'm trying to get through, everyone has to slow down and look at it. Duh. Speaking of that, the zoom in slow-mo. All right, look carefully again. Once you get past the fire truck there, you'll see another cop car. There he is, right there. There's the smashed car. And right past the cop car, you'll be able to see a little bit of it again. Obviously smashed into one of the walls there in the inside. Look, yep, there it is. Yeah, it was kind of a nightmare unload this morning in this older industrial area, which is now being gentrified, and they're putting up condos and everything. So there's no room to park, no room to maneuver, nothing. And of course, they took too long to get me unloaded. So I wasn't going to make my pickup by 3 p.m. today in Glen Rock. So that kind of caused a wrench. But I did talk to Lon at H-Bar Inn, and so I'm going to pick up first thing tomorrow morning. And of course, there's this giant winter storm landing on Colorado and southern Wyoming. So I wanted to make sure I made it up here as far as I could tonight. We're still supposed to get a few inches of snow here in Douglas. I'm about 37 miles away from the pickup in Glen Rock. So we'll just see what really happens. I think most of it's going to be in the Denver area, Denver, Boulder, Colorado, where they're going to get slammed. Hopefully, I got up here to get above it. I drove through a bunch of rain coming up, but we'll just see what happens. What do you think? Oh, also, after getting loaded in Wisconsin the other day, of course, you know, there's one lane merging in as we're trying, and some ass-wagon decides they need to cut right between me and this other truck. Barely enough room, and this guy flies over right in front of me and barely makes it around that truck. And now the Clutch Trucker zoom and slow-mo. Look at this. Come on, you know, do you really have to be that much of a jerk? Yep, can you say ass-wagon? Alright, so I'm having to do a load which either during the week normally is just a 2-day run, or over the weekend a 3-day run, and now a day. So let's go to the map. Alright, so you see the big blue triangle there, that's Glen Rock. I gotta go over to, this is Douglas, gotta go to Glen Rock to pick up, back across through Douglas, across to Lusk, up through Hot Springs, and this is all gonna depend on the weather. Across 90 in South Dakota, then we make our way into Minnesota, gonna go up 35 through Minneapolis, and across over there to Rothschild, Wisconsin. So as long as the weather cooperates, and I looked ahead to like Hot Springs and other places, looks like we'll be staying above this storm, so with any luck, we'll make it through and can make the delivery by Friday afternoon. Because of course, I've already got other things booked. My younger son's Eagle honors guard ceremony brouhaha is Tuesday night, so I need to be back for that in Cheyenne. So I talked to Noah at DLS this morning. He had a cereal load picking up Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m., which will get me back to Cheyenne for Tuesday morning. So that'll put me back right when I need to be home. And so now I had a hole to fill, and I found another load through this caravan, which we've never worked with before. And so I'm going to be doing that on picking up Saturday in Green Bay, Wisconsin area. That goes over to Eagan, Minnesota, and then to Shakopee, Minnesota, to 2 individual Sam's Clubs for early Sunday morning. So that'll set me up for that pickup on Tuesday or Sunday afternoon. And of course, I'll be delivering later afternoon on Friday, since I'm having to do this in one day now. As long as everything works, we can only hope. So, you know, trying to keep them all lined up and keep them all working. You know, it's a juggling thing, baby. And then after Tuesday night's Eagle ceremony with my son, then I pick up the Lignite again on Wednesday in Glen Rock, and I pick up another load of cereal on Saturday, which will put me back into Cheyenne for what is that at that point? The 25th? You know, yeah. So I'm kind of booked in advance, so I got to try to keep making sure everything will work. And I'm hoping on Tuesday afternoon to get my oil pan replaced now that all the rest of the parts are finally in, because that's a big job, and so we're going to try to get that done. Always trying to schedule the maintenance and keep running so you can keep earning the money, so you can pay for the maintenance, and so you can take the money home, and yeah, being an owner-operator, a whole different ballgame. You know, you're all having to deal with all that stuff, with the maintenance, everything else, and trying to still make money, yada, yada, yada. You don't have the right kind of personality to deal with that. Be a company driver. Just do that, let somebody else do it, tell you everything what to do, and you don't have to worry about any of the problems. You don't have as much freedom, but, you know, that's the give and take. And Elliot did let me know earlier today he's about ready to start bringing some more people on. So I'm just throwing that out there now, and I'll be talking more about that in the next video. Well, not too much to show, but it's been a few days, so I always try to do at least 2 to 3 videos a week. So, and then that means Rusty gets his bacon strip, so he's a happy dog, right? See how he's buttering me up. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days or more because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. Ring that bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. And please do like. It does help out and all that. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Well, Bobby, you might understand if you came from my background of selling propane and propane accessories. All right, poised and ready. Is there something you want? Rusty, what is it? Is it a bacon strip? Is it a bacon strip? I think so. Oh yes, there you go. You're eating it on my coat, not in your pet bed this time. That's unusual. Guess you just couldn't even walk a couple more steps tonight. All over the bacon strip. Yes, he is. All right, Rusty. You get it all? Let's get that happy dog look. Happy dog! Rusty!